Judging by her reaction, Mistress Tartari was none too pleased. I apologize if the katana has caused strife. Tartari seems right vexed, is she not? And for the melodramatist, I'm sure his time handshakes can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. But I digress. We have work to do.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them, while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing. Yeah!
come.
I did it!
An opening.
No time to rest, Master.
Your defense is lacking.
Alright, I'll have
Leave this to me.
Well, look who it is. I won't say no to help, but I'm not best pleased that I need it. You're here for the old man, yes? He's at the top. Best hurry.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
Reinforcements! I need reinforcements! But they should still have managed to counter in reserve. Steel yourselves! Watch out! He needs to blow it up! Two of them. She'll need a strategy. Get her drawing the armor this way. Have care. We don't know what we face. All of you.
The art of my forebears.
Mist and Shade, take form and go forth. They're too many. Draw them to me. I shall finish this. Alright, brace yourselves. Stars above.
Release!
Rain destruction upon my enemies.
Forgive me.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Tsuyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
As Tansui says, we should move on. We're not due for Yatsuyu to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she'll already waiting by the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm alright. Everyone's staring at me. I understand that I have the science to thank for my katana's safe return. Samurai's blade is his soul, and no words will survive to express my gratitude for reuniting me with mine. And here she is, just as anticipated. I'm only surprised she agreed to hold off until the Empire withdrew. Gotsetsu lives. All the considerations should pale in accident. Yet, are we certain she is the real Yatsuyu? Gotsetsu, thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Daniel is, anything can happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings. They tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine. But I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right, just past time we set sail. I for one would not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause. Aye, the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget the Red Gurgeon bear no love for Yatsuyu either. I shall deliver you to the familiar shores, near Saria, but out of the villager's sight. Are we going to that village? They might have Dango. Another time, see you. Our path takes us in a different direction. Would do well to give Asaria a wide berth for everyone's sake. Though I know Yatsuyu by reputation, this woman could scarce seem the more different. Let us make haste to the city. Lord Hien must know of this. Here is where we part ways, my friends. Pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Daniel, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak to you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, It would present a fine opportunity to refill the science coffers once and restore a smile to Mr. Statari's face. Oh, come on. Tatari's overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know if you had bothered to check the price. Well, I had no idea. This business venture of solar bonds, you'll give it a fair hearing, I trust. He's been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds. Confess, I'd never had much cause to consider the state of my personal finances until now. Confound it. He's absolutely mortified, isn't he? But maybe he'll think twice before making his next grand gesture. If you ever miss an opportunity to show me how much more mature and responsible he is, I'd sympathize. I mean, I do, to a point. That doesn't mean I'm about to let him forget this. We must leave with Lord Ian as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting they receive it at the House of the Fears, with our fewer prying eyes. If you're in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as soon as you're able and join me on the outskirts of Namai. All is well? Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
My Lord Ian, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory. though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Kotsetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey from to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I will not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desired, there's a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Ian, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that the Lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Kotsetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you would be better able to coordinate a response. Ha! And here I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. Seek the captain? He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Should come to us no surprise, but the number of the soldiers who were here were unsettled by Yatsuyu's arrival. Thankfully, Lord Hero and Nuzo will put their minds at ease, for now. Captain Jafia? He was heading for the northern entrance when I last saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Halise when she came asking you earlier. Something amiss. Let's double. There. Aye, the captain went outside some bells ago. And looking quite unwell, I'm sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Getsetsu, who straight away struck out after. But we'll be alright. But Setsu too. Seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Daniel. Alphino and I shall hold the fort.
By the Kami! Your Lord Heian! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her, but I knew she would be popular, and so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of Acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me. Now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Lord Hien and Master Alphina look troubled. Something is afoot. Everyone is here. Good. There have been some developments that demand our immediate attention. Jifuya can't be the only one here with mortal flame fear of Yotsuyu. She tormented these people. That her mere presence should sow such strife. I thank you for your help in the search. Kosetsu has told me all that had transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Jifuya had led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will say only this. The Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee speaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word that from our shinobi allies, an Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu or a prelude to invasion. Either way, this craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluminus. We need to go there and ascertain their intent. If we rely on force, it will only end in one way, so I'll keep our numbers to a minimum. Yukiri, Daddy, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Alice and I would fain to play our part as well. We will not stand idly while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe, and I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them and, should it come to it, aid in the evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Emperor may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Danhiro and Yukiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Flaminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. I really don't have any other plates? Okay, whatever. I need Doma is ill-equipped to deal with an aerial offensive. Should the Empire be so minded, the Zealous flying mounts would be our only hope. The area is secure. Wherever our bruisers purpose, the planning believe they can achieve it alone. craft should come into view in any moment. Let us wait them inside the castle.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
I love that word.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, his Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
I say, do I stand in the presence of the fabled Icon Slayer? What an honor! Lord, he and his magnanimous in his victory Given our nation's troubled history, we did not expect such hospitality. Peace, after they have done. Never has the word rung more hollow. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. You, Goody, pray go on ahead to the Yakuza Manor Docks and see that the ferries are ready. I have read much about the architecture and geology of Doma. Words do not do it justice. Such scenes of devastation greeted us on our journey here. The bitter wages of war. Upon disembarking, we will proceed directly to my hall, where we may enjoy some privacy. Lord, he and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. All are free to travel in and out of the Enclave. Do you wish to seek passage? Oh, first time I've been here. Thanks to Master Alphino and Mr. Salis' assurances, the people are reacting calmly to Imperial viruses. Supposed to be a peace negotiation. I'm curious to see what the ambassador brings to the discussion table. Residents took the news of Imperial delegation well enough. Should be business as usual. Lord Ian has requested that Master Alphino and Mr. Salis also be present at the negotiation. There you are. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an ether right now, courtesy of Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has a Waterfly seal of approval, people might actually start using them. But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are in my home, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in the game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alice will also be there. We need only drink, eat, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you're ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Keegan. The guardsmen will see you in. Lord Ian is expecting you. May I show you in?
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Doma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Doma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now, there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in Imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting Viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
The fact that there are two opposing factions at work in Garlemald complicates matters. Even assuming Asahi and his associates can be trusted, what of the others? That the Empire should send Yatsuyu's stepbrother of all people. I wonder how he feels, a son of Doma returning home to speak for the oppressors of his countrymen he drove out. Whatever Lord Tian's decision should be, I shall abide by it. Yet, I would be glad to welcome my lost brothers back to Doma. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all. But on the surface, the prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had not to gain by divulging the details of the internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yatsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You might think this might be all ruse to facilitate her retrieval. Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yatsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows, which leads us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she will not yield anything worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. What would have your thoughts on the matter? My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Ian. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure the repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Daniel. Let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone's still sore for being made to watch at the Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alice company. We are safe enough for now. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Daniel. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question. What to do while they prattle on? Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what do you say to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it's not as if we'll be missed here. Or will we? Daniel, a moment if you would. Ah, Yugiri. And Asahi, was it? You have some business with Daniel. Business? No. Pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One can almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh? Is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. And lest you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Heian deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would all be the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. He is not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure. In that case, I will join you as well. There's naught else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangsha. Might we start at the town of Monson? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. Would that something could be done about these mechanical soldiers. I'll admit, I was hoping for a more leisurely trip around Yangsha. But if it's a choice between this or listening to my brother rambling on, well, here I am. Nay, can this truly be Monson, home to the cream of Doma's samurai? I had heard that Yatsuyu intended to send a few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction efforts should not prove difficult, once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. If we would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. I don't believe for one moment that he came to see the sights of Yangsha. Question, what did he come for? Lord Hien would often come here to gaze at the castle. He was but one of many to take inspiration from His Majesty. That is a travesty. A travesty. Remember the keep being so beautiful. In the light of the setting sun, one would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Maybe they will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis. The needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By the river, yes. If you'll follow me, I will ready our boat. This excursion has proved more relaxing than I expected. It has been some time since I last visited Namai, yet Issei often visits the enclave with the young Azami, so we do not want news for news from the village.